Fellow citizens of Biafra and compatriots, we have started a series of lectures on Biafra 101. We have done Biafra 101 Talk 1 and Biafra 101 Talk 2. This will be Biafra 101 Talk 3. In this talk, we're going to estray one of the most troubling questions that I've been asked by a lot of people. I talked on the structure, form, and system of government, of union that Biafra will be after independence, and the efforts that have been made towards achieving that. A lot of people had inboxed me to say, how are you sure that the Constitution will not be circumvented, that individuals and persons will not hijack the country, that our country will not become another Southern Sudan. There are people who are sarcastic, there are people who do not wish us well, but there are also those who are genuinely concerned about the direction that Biafra will go. They are genuinely concerned about the direction that Biafra will go. Had said in the first lecture that there's an unanimity, there's an agreement in the Constituent Assembly and in the constitutional making process, which had been agreed by all representatives of all the interest groups in the struggle for the actualization of Biafra. One of it that Biafra will be a confederal state. Biafra will be a confederal state. Elementary definition of confederacy is this, that a group of persons or nations come to form an alliance for a common purpose and a common good. Now, various nationalities, nations, Ijaws, Ibibio, Oron, Anang, Ogoni, Igbo, etc., have met severally and have agreed to form a union of people to be known as the United States of Biafra. Now, this government, I said it in lecture 2, but the question kept on coming. There is no way any group of people can circumvent the constitution of the Biafran state, because the confederating units will be almost 100% independent from the central government. Having said that, they talked about revenue allocation. We have also agreed that all revenues from whatever source, except exile duties, which is divided into 3, which I will explain later when we come to fiscal management of the Biafran state. All revenues, whether from natural resources, from agriculture, from whatever form, 70% will go to the federating unit where those resources are gotten from or originate from, and 30% will go to the central government. Very simple. That is it. So questions of who will know Nobody is going to hijack anything from any of the federating units. All the confederating units will be equal. They will be equal, and they will have equal participation. And they ask the question, what of the central government? The central government will be like the EU. Elections will be held on non-party basis. There will be no political parties. How each of the units run their government, it will be left to them. They will go and make their preparation. That does not concern other confederating units. At the center, elections will be held based on non-party election. Even if there are political parties in the confederating units, there will be no party for election. And the political ideology of Biafra is Biafra. And they will come to the center to represent the various confederating units. Now, the question is asked, what sort of assembly will we have? We'll have two types of assembly. One assembly where people will be chosen based on certain criteria, which will be the higher house, like a Senate or House of Chiefs, or whatever name we have agreed to call it. And then there will be a Congress. There will be a Congress, which will be the lower house. So it's going to be a bicameral legislative system that will run. A bicameral. In that, population will come into play so that everybody will be represented. Now, the central government only takes care of, first, monetary policy. The central bank of Biafra will have one currency, the Biafran pounds, the Biafran shilling. There will be a central bank. The defense of the country will be held by the central government, controlled by the central government. The defense of the territorial integrity of Biafra, the armed forces. But the police will be with the federating units. The prison service will be with the federating unit. So we have immigration, a central immigration that will take care of all immigration matters, while customs will be with the federating unit. There will be a Biafran secret service, and there will be a sort of a federal police, which will be Biafra Bureau of Intelligence, which will be BBI, Biafra Bureau of Intelligence, BBI. BBI will take care of like a coordinating, because there will be border that is from one state, one federating unit or confederating units to another. Crime will be committed. So, for instance, if Calabar is a federating unit, the police in Calabar cannot go to Igbo land to arrest somebody who had absconded. The federal, the Biafran Bureau of Intelligence will investigate, arrest, and hand the person over first to the police authority in the state where he was arrested. After proper investigation, he will be transferred to the other state. Then in the judiciary, there will be a Supreme Court. I've said it before. There will be a Supreme Court, a Biafran Supreme Court, from where appeal will originate from either the appeal court of the confederating unit or the Supreme Court of the federating unit to the appeal at the center, at the Biafran Appeal Court. And there will be court of arbitration for issues of labor and so on. And there will be court of conflict resolution, border, to look into the issue of border amongst the Confederating Unit and so on, interpretation of sharing of resources and so on and so forth. All these things will be done by the Court of Arbitration and Reconciliation. That court will be this thing, while the Industrial Arbitration Court will take care of labor matter which had been appealed from the labor court or industrial court or whatever name they are, nomenclature they are given at the Confederating Unit, each of the Confederating Unit. And then at the head of government will have a president, a ceremonial president, who will be chosen not by election but by parliament through proper zoning of the offices. And then there will be a prime minister. The prime minister will be elected by parliament and he will become the prime minister of the Federation of the United States of Biafra. Now, there are two names that I and other people, majority of us have talked about United States of Biafra. Others have talked about Union of Biafra since it's a confederate state, etc. At the end of the day, when the Constitution is finally approved, it will be put to Biafrans for a vote on the Constitution, because it is we the people. The Constitution must originate from we the people. We the people must take ownership of the Constitution. Our work is only to draft the Constitution at the Constituent Assembly. After drafting the Constitution, the draft copy, an election will be held. We're just a drafting committee. An election will be held where all the Confederating Units people will be elected to come to a properly elected and constituted Constituent Assembly. It is in that assembly the Constitution will be approved. After the approval, the Constitution will go for a referendum among Biafrans to accept or reject the Constitution, or to call for amendment in areas that are not very clear. So, fellow compatriots, this is how our government will be. It will be a beauty to behold. It will not be, and where nobody should wish us that except our enemies, but they will be disappointed. Biafra will not be, I repeat, Biafra will not be like Southern Sudan. Biafra is going to be like Singapore. When Singapore was exiled from Malaysia, it became one of the leading, most scientifically and technologically advanced countries, and one of the leading countries. So we are going to surpass Singapore, because we have everything in place to make us great, to make Africa proud, and to make the black man proud.